Stop scrolling. Pour the coffee. This one's a little different. Every Heart of the Shore episode usually picks one topic and digs in. Today we're flipping the format. Over the last 2 weeks, Love of Humanity published 4 Monmouth County business spotlights. 4 small, family-run local operations that you have probably driven past, walked gas, or scrolled past without ever knowing what was inside the door. Today, we walk through all 4. A roundup. 12 minutes of here's a place worth knowing from someone who actually did the research. If you live on the shore, you already know how this goes. The town's just small, the good operators don't advertise, the bad ones run a lot of Facebook ads. And the only real way you find the people who quietly do the right thing is when a neighbor leans over the fence and tells you. Consider this 15 minutes the fence-lean version of that. Here's the deal up front. We didn't take a dime from any of these businesses. They didn't pay to be on this episode. They probably don't know we're talking about them. Love of Humanity is a 501c3. We publish a free editorial monthly spotlight series for Monmouth families, and once a week, we pull the recent spotlights into one shareable episode. That is the whole model. No referral fees, no kickbacks. If a place is in the Roundup, it's because we did the verification work and the business cleared the bar. What does that verification look like? Quick version. We check the website is alive. We check that the practitioners on the site are still there. Not deceased, not relocated to another state, not retired 6 years ago. We confirm hours and address across at least 3 sources: the business website, Google Maps, and a third-party listing like Yelp or Healthline. We confirm the business is actually in Monmouth County and not next door Middlesex or Ocean. And we skip anything that looks like a franchise sales tour trap. That sounds basic. It is basic, but that floor catches a lot of bad recommendations. The kind your aunt sends you because she saw a 5-star Google review on a page that's been auto-translated from a different business in Ohio. So, 4 spotlights, let's go. Spotlight 1, Caruso Foot and Ankle, Freehold. If you live anywhere from Freehold to Marlboro to Howell, you have very likely driven past Dr. Rose Caruso's office without realizing it. Caruso Foot and Ankle is a Monmouth County-based podiatry practice that has built its reputation the slow way, patient by patient, decade by decade. That's a kind of operation you don't appreciate until you need one. Here's why I'd flag it for families specifically. Kids' feet are weird. Toddler gait that won't normalize, heel pain from a growth spurt that gets misread as just sore from soccer, ingrown toenails that keep coming back, plantar warts, the flat feet question every parent eventually asks. A general pediatrician will refer those out, and you don't want to end up at a chain orthopedic office where you're number 47 on a clipboard. A long-tenured local podiatry practice is exactly the kind of place that sees a kid for 15 minutes, gives you a real answer, and tells you whether it's something to actually worry about or whether your kid just needs better-fitting cleats. That kind of clarity is gold for a parent.
Call ahead to confirm hours and current address. We noted in the spotlight that the office moved to Paragon Way, so don't trust an old Google pin. Verify insurance before you book. Ask about their kid-friendly hours. Spotlight 2, Rockit Academy, Lincroft. If your child lights up when a song comes on in the car, if you can't get them out of the kitchen during a guitar riff, Rockit Academy is worth a serious look. It's a Monmouth County live music education program based at Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, and the model is genuinely different from what most music lessons look like. Here's what stood out. Most kids' music programs are private lesson, end of story. You sit your kid down with an instrument once a week, the teacher works on technique, and your kid practices alone in their bedroom until the next lesson. That's fine. But it's also why so many kids quit by year 2. There's no band, no audience, no joy. Rockit Academy stacks private instruction with band rehearsals, then puts the kids on a real stage in front of a real audience. That's the whole pedagogy. A 9-year-old learning bass becomes a 9-year-old learning bass in a band with a 12-year-old drummer and an 11-year-old singer, getting ready for a show. That feedback loop is what turns I take guitar lessons into I'm in a band. If you have a musical kid, especially one in the 8 to 15 range who's getting bored with solo lessons, this is the kind of program that re-engages them. It's also a great fit for shy kids who do better with structured group settings than open social ones. Brookdale's campus is easy to get to from Homedale, Middletown, Red Bank, Tenton Falls, Lincroft itself, pretty much anywhere central Monmouth. Spotlight free, Retro Fitness, Middletown. When you're raising kids in Monmouth County, finding time to work out can feel like a puzzle with missing pieces. School drop-off, work, practices, everything in between. If you're on Route 35 in Middletown and you want a no-frills gym option that doesn't require you to commit to a personal trainer or sign a contract with a sales rep in a quarter zip, Retro Fitness is worth knowing about. The thing parents always ask about a gym is, do they have kid care? That's the make-or-break question. The next thing they ask is, what does it actually cost after the promo period? And the third thing they ask is, if I cancel, is it going to be a nightmare? Those three questions decide whether a gym membership is something you'll use or something that becomes a $40 a month auto-pay regret. Retro Fitness as a brand has a fairly transparent membership structure, more equipment density than a budget gym, and the Middletown location is on a stretch of Route 35 that's easy to swing into between errands. When you call, ask about kid care hours, ask about month-to-month versus annual, and ask what the cancellation process actually is. Get them to say it out loud, ideally in writing. A real gym will tell you. A bad one will get squirrely. This is the category, by the way, where love of humanity's verify before you commit lens matters most. Gyms are notorious for friendly sales tours and gotcha contracts. Ask the questions, make them answer. Spotlight 4, Tanliners Club and Spa, Eatontown. The fourth spotlight is for a different kind of week, the kind where you, the parent, need 10 minutes of something just for you.
Tanliners Club and Spa in Eatontown is a local self-care spot that mixes classic tanning options with newer wellness add-ons like red light therapy and a few spa treatments. Low pressure, quiet, no membership upsell drama if you walk in once a month. Why include this in a family spotlight episode? Because a huge piece of family safety is parent maintenance. The mom who hasn't sat down by herself in 3 weeks is not the version of herself she wants her kids to see. The dad running on 4 hours of sleep, 5 conference calls deep, hasn't sat in a quiet room in days. 10 quiet minutes in a red light booth or a low-key Saturday tanning session before a wedding, or just one self-care appointment that doesn't require booking a sitter and driving 40 minutes, those are not luxuries, those are tools. Local, small, walk in, easy. A quick word on tanning specifically, because some parents will be skeptical. The risks of UV tanning are real and well documented. If you have a family history of skin cancer or a fair skin phototype, talk to a dermatologist first. The red light side is a different category entirely. Lower wavelength LED used for skin, sleep, and muscle recovery, with a much more conservative safety profile. Know which one you're booking. Tanliners offers both, you choose. Practical, Eatontown is central Monmouth, easy from Long Branch, Tinton Falls, Ocean Township, Oceanport. Call ahead for hours and for first visit pricing. Most spa-adjacent places run a first visit promo. Ask. Okay, those are the 4. Caruso Foot and Ankle in Freehold for your kids' feet. Rockit Academy in Lincroft if you have a musical kid bored with solo lessons. Retro Fitness in Middletown if you want a gym option that respects your time. Tanliners in Eatontown for the 10-minute reset. Why does Love of Humanity run a spotlight series like this? Same reason we run every other piece of education we publish. Monmouth County is full of small, quietly excellent operators who never advertise. They survive on word of mouth. And word of mouth in 2026 mostly means a Facebook group, a mom's chat, a blue sky thread. We're trying to widen that signal. If a spotlight lands in front of a family on a Tuesday morning who needs that exact resource on a Tuesday morning, that is the whole job. If you want to support the work, 2 asks. 1. Share the episode. Forward the link to one neighbor who'd find it useful. That's free, and it's the highest leverage thing you can do. 2. If you run a Monmouth area family-facing small business and you want to be in the educator network we're building, email partnerships@donate-to-loveofhumanity.com and we'll talk. We're co-branding free family education content with local partners. No fee, no catch. If you want to fund the family education side directly, you can donate at lovehumanity.charity/donate or use the Stripe Choose Your Amount link in the show notes. That's the Roundup. 4 places worth knowing. 4 neighbors leaning over the fence. See you on the boards.